Hey guys, it's Justine here from I Should Read That, and today I'm going to do a really quick video just to announce the second installment of the Off the Grid Readathon and to show off my TBR. This readathon was created by my friend and book twin Shanah, and the whole purpose of this readathon is to put aside your phone, to turn off Twitter, turn off Instagram, all of that, and just read. Because we always get so incredibly distracted by social media and by phones and all of this, and sometimes it's really difficult to just sit down and read a book. So that's where this readathon comes in. This readathon runs quarterly, so we had our very first one in, I believe, October of last year, and this is the second one. So a couple of people mentioned that they really wanted to participate in the first round but didn't have the time, so the second round is here. Now is your chance. Nice thing about this readathon is the fact that there are really no rules. You can participate as much or as little as you want. It takes place over the course of 3 days, so you can dip in and out. If you're busy one day, that's totally fine. If you want to do it another day, it's really just the chance to read and not be distracted. So this readathon starts on the 11th of January at midnight, wherever you are in the world. Midnight in your time zone, and will run until 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. So you will have 3 days to read, do whatever you need to do, be as intense as you want, or you kind of dip in and out as you need to, but the whole idea of this readathon, again, just read. I have a little bit of an ambitious TBR here because I have actually had a little bit of trouble this year so far. I had some not great luck with reading. I have so far read a 3-star book and I've DNF'd 2 books, and that's all I've read so far this year. So I've got some amazing stuff here that I'm hoping I'm really gonna love, and I'm gonna take the opportunity during this readathon to actually get through some of these books because I've been very distracted. My main goal of the readathon is to finish this book here. So this is The Gutter Prayer, and this is by Gareth Hanrahan. This comes from Orbit in the UK, and it is released on the 17th of January, so it is going to be released very soon, and it's a little bit of a slow burn book for me. I'm on page 154 as of the filming of this video, and I'm absolutely loving this book. This is like saving my entire year, which may be a bit of a dramatic statement, but again, I have had some bad luck with my books so far, and I'm really loving this. It's just a little bit of a slow burn read, so I would really love to finish this book. My plan is actually to go ahead and read as much as humanly possible before the readathon so I can give myself a little bit of a head start. So The Gutter Prayer follows 3 characters who are thieves in the city called Guerdon. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. But they go ahead and try to break into like the House of Law, and it goes horribly wrong. They're all on the run, and various things are happening to each of them. The great thing about this book is that the city itself is very much alive. It's very much a character in this book, and I don't think I've had such a good sense of a city in a book since I've read the Rivers of London books by Ben Aronovich, I believe. That man knows London like the back of his hand. You get very much the same sense from this book, and this is a fictional city, which is kind of amazing. I'm loving this book so far. I'm really loving it. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to finish this over the readathon, but I have some kind of stretch goals as well. My very first stretch goal is to read The Armored Saint by Mike Cole. So he is a ex-military guy, I believe he's an ex-marine, and this is his first epic fantasy series. It is a novella, I believe it's just over 200 pages, but it follows a girl named Heloise who lives in this kind of fantasy world. It's very kind of almost Inquisition-like world, and this sort of religious order goes around and they see demons and devils wherever they go, and she witnesses them burn down a village, and she decides to take revenge for all the people who were killed. This sounds fucking awesome. I love her World of Warcraft armor that she's got on the cover. I've heard great things about this. I really enjoy Mike Cole on Twitter. You may have seen him and Sam Sykes, who's another fantasy author, taunting each other. So I've been wanting to read his books for a really long time, so I've had this on my TBR since July when I bought Record with Spaceborne Few. I picked this up, I know that because the receipt is still in this book, and I really want to get to this, so I figure that this is the perfect time. The other novella that I have as a stretch goal is In an Absent Dream by Shanah Maguire. This is the 4th book in the Wayward Children series, which I have mostly loved. I love the first book. The first book's like my perfect book ever. The second book I hate passionately, and the third book I quite liked. So I'm really hoping that this gets back to the kind of the spirit of the first book for me. Similar to the second book, this serves as a prequel to that very first book. This follows a character named Lundy, who we see in the first book, and it has her sort of time in one of these magical fantasy lands when she's a child. She goes through one of these doorways and ends up basically in the goblin market. Sounds excellent. I really liked Lundy in the first book, so I'm very much looking forward to this. This is a shorter novella. I think this might be about the same length as, yeah, it's right around the same length as The Armored Saint, so we will see which one I end up getting to. And as a super mega stretch goal that's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna put this on here anyway, I have The Wicked King by Holly Black. I decided that I was not gonna buy this book because as much as I kind of enjoyed reading The Cruel Prince, it was a huge mess, and I really enjoyed reading it, but I was like, I'm not gonna buy The Wicked King, I'm just gonna get it from the library, and I bought The Wicked King on release day, so it happens. This is a direct sequel to The Cruel Prince, which was a huge smash hit book of last year. Holly Black's a very popular writer. This was her first book that I've read, and it looks like it just picks up exactly where the first book leaves off. I really liked the ending of The Cruel Prince. I was a little bit less impressed with the beginning. It took a while to kind of get going to the really cool stuff that I was promised in the jacket copy, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna probably really enjoy this one, so we'll see. When I get to this, I'm gonna get to this. I would like to read it in January because it is the release month, but I'll get to it when I get to it. I know I'm gonna read it at some point. That is my TBR for the Off the Grid Readathon. If you guys want to join in, please, please, please do. It's gonna be so much fun. You don't have to do the entire readathon. I'm working on Friday. I work full time on Friday, and then I'm gonna be running around London on Saturday, so I'm not gonna like be sitting here reading completely disconnected for 3 days. I'm gonna be dipping in and out just like a lot of you will. So if you would like to join in, definitely hit me up, let me know. We have a bunch of information which I will link down below, including announcement posts with all the rules and Shanah's blog as well, and we have a Twitter account. We got everything. Check it out below. I post bookish content to this channel fairly frequently, so hit subscribe, check back soon, and I will see you next time.